All right, my friends, I think it is 3:33. I'm coming on and sharing some really cool things with you. So like I always say, you can't watch right now, just watch when it works for you. We have some beautiful light workers already joining, Christine and Lisa Marie and Deborah. Happy 3:33, everybody. Such crazy times we are in. Carrie Ann is on, Amy is on. Thank you guys for joining me on this very hot and humid Monday. Terry is on, Michelle is on, wonderful. Jody is on. Blowing you a kiss, my friend. All right, so I'm gonna do a little recap because of all the planets that we are in. So some of this might be repetitive. Diane is on, Jody is on. Hi guys, so good to see you. But I think it's important to do a little bit of a recap because we've been just going through so many quantum shifts here. And then at the end, I'm going to share something with all of you. Anne-Marie is on, beautiful. Thank you for joining. And I'm super excited because Spirit has been working with me with this new aspect of what I do here with assisting people with quantum healing at a quantum level. So I'm so excited to be branching out and excited to share this with all of you because it's going to just bring everything in for what you guys are going through personally, individually, you know, so I'm super excited about that. So I have all of my notes here. I just want to go over. Lara is on. Welcome. Thank you for joining. Let's just do a little background here of all the planets that are in retrograde. And it is so beautiful. You know, a lot of times when I really sit and reflect just how beautiful Spirit is and how everything just works so beautifully together and everything is so interconnected as we know, right? Christine is on and Joanne is on, and all of these planets that are assisting us through this incredible personal change that we're going through right now. I'm always in awe of Spirit. I'm always humbled by Spirit and just how wonderful they are assisting us at every waking, walking moment of our lives. So the astrology or astrological recap, we're going to go through this little, I wrote it all down. Jen is on. Hey, my girlfriend. So we have Pluto, which I talked about last time we were on. This is the planet of growth and transformation. All right, this is all about regeneration. It is taking what fears we have inside and bringing them to the light to be transformed. Now, you guys are going to see when I go through all of these planets how it's going to hit on every little aspect of your life, and it's going to apply at such a deep level. What I'm going through, and I know you guys are going through in your own individual experience. So we have Karina is on. She made it. I miss you so much. And Diane is on. I'm glad you see. That was easy, right, Diane? Just to come right on. So beautiful. Welcome for joining. Thank you for joining, I should say. Mindy is on too. Welcome. So Pluto goes into retrograde. It went April 25th, goes till April 4th. Again, this is the planet of transformation. So we're going to be looking at all of the things that need to come up, what is facing our fears. It's in Capricorn, which gives you the power. Capricorn is a beautiful, powerful energy. It's going to show you where you maybe gave away your power. So I know so many through, you know, healings and channelings that I've been doing. Mindy's on, Janelle is on, Shui's on, welcome. These channelings that I've been doing, a lot of people are taking back their power, and they've been having situations where they've had to step in their power. Here's the 222, Mary Magdalene, right? Warrior of light. So here, that's what Pluto is doing for you right off the bat. Then we have Saturn which is a grounded energy. Saturn's a grounded energy. It's the planet of discipline. So we got to see where we have to put discipline in our life, where we want to make this change and the necessary steps that we need to do in order to follow through. So Saturn is helping you with that. It's in Aquarius, and Aquarian energy, I love Aquarius. My moon is in Aquarius. It's humanitarian. It is for change. It is speaking up for people, making the world a better place. And if you see, just what's going on in the world today with the breaking down of everything and people really wanting to have all of this change, making this world a better place, you're seeing that influence with this planet. And social changes. So, right, there's so much social discord right now, and people really trying to make all of these necessary changes. So you can see that as well, just globally as well. But it's going to affect you as well, because it's going to give you the necessary steps to make this change. So we have June on. Welcome, June. And we have Kimberly on. Thank you guys for joining. You missed a little bit from the planets, but just rewatch the beginning. Then we have Jupiter, which is the planet of luck and expansion. So I know for myself, I'm going through a great metamorphosis and this expansion, and I know you guys are all feeling this incredible energy to expand. That rules philosophy, it rules religion, it rules beliefs, foreign cultures. So you can see even where you might be going through releasing some of your family upbringing, the family beliefs, right? The religion. Rosemary is on. Yep. Shui is saying Diane is on. So you can see where that is influencing your life as well. What Jupiter does, it triggers these events. It's a trigger. So you're going to see all of these political changes too under that as well. So not only you're feeling this within, all of your past beliefs being brought up, new philosophies, old philosophies, you're seeing it in world, events, all of this breaking down. So of course, these planets are affecting us individually, but collectively. All right, and then we have Neptune, which is the planet of spirituality, illusion. It's in Pisces until, I think, November 28th, which is just beautiful because the number 28 is one door closing and another one opening. Yeah, so beautiful. I was just reading hello to Diane. Hi, Mama. All right, this also releases illusions from the past. This is a big thing that we're moving in right now, where we maybe had this illusion of the past, of who we were. It is, if you've been watching my posts or any of my Facebooks, I've been talking about riding the wave, right? So we have all this emotional energy coming on, and it's making us go deep down and get to this bottom core of what we're moving through and need to heal, which is also Chiron or Chiron in Aries. But this Neptune is really helping us to see where we had our illusion, what was false, right? What maybe we thought our false truths, our false image, right? So Regina is on, Heidi is on, welcome friends. So I've been talking about this, riding the wave. So much is being brought up from that, the depth of the waters, and I just keep instructing people just to ride through it. You just want to go ease and grace. Have all of these things coming up because they're showing you what illusions, what's falsehood, your delusions, all to be released. And Regina is saying, hi, my beautiful friend. I'm so glad you're on. So everything is being dissolved in the waves, right? Purification. I just keep hearing that word over and over. Purification process. This planet also is about escapism, addictions. So it's going to bring up where maybe we have, pushed off what we didn't want to see, right? We've all done that. I've done that, certainly, So it's bringing everything up. So right off the bat, you have the Pluto, Saturn, Jupiter, Neptune, all beautifully, totally working together. Deb is on. Welcome, my friend. Then we have Chiron. I sometimes say Chiron. I always tell people it doesn't matter how you say things, because like some people say Reiki, some people say Reiki. I say Pleiades, some people say Pleiades, right? So I say Chiron, some people call it Chiron. To me, I don't want to get caught up in pronouncing quote unquote things correctly, because who knows, mate, this is how you hear and feel it. So regardless if it's Chiron or Chiron in Aries, this is a beautiful one. We just entered this. This is the wounded healer, and it's going to really just wrap everything beautifully together with all of these other corresponding planets, because it's the wounded healer and it's in Aries. So with that being in Aries, Aries to me is a fire. It's a fire sign, but it's also burning away it's a purification process. So if you take every aspect of all of these planets and loop it in with Chiron or Chiron, and what that's affording you to do, it's allowing you to really dig deep into what your triggers are, what your deep core wounds, right? So for me, I've been going through a lot of my own core wounds. It's perfectly aligned with all of the shifts that I've been going through and what I am healing, and I am sure it is doing that for each and every single one of you. We're now allowing those shadows, those the falsehoods, the way we looked at ourselves in illusion or delusion from the past is now being brought up. So I know you guys are in it right now. I'm in it. We're addressing all of these things and just utilize all of these planets and just honor that. It's just beautiful. Okay, so I did talk about all through the years about how we were going to have this big event, happen. I do believe that the coronavirus is part of this huge event that the Egyptians, all the ancient elders spoke of, the Hopis, the Mayans, and it was really this one big event, this massive event that was really going to break down everybody so you can see your inner truths, right? But they also really understood the connection to the great central sun, right? So they understood the spiritual sun, they worshiped this sun. They, even aligned the pyramids, with Orion's belt in connection with this great central sun of Ceres, which leads us to the Lionsgate, which is technically opening on the July 26th. I did mention in a past post that the highlight of Ala Kali channel, all that information was coming in, and they wanted me to share out with you that this gateway is open because of all of the extra 5D light that is coming in. It's allowing this gateway to begin to open sooner than what it's typically said to open on the 26th. And what this is doing, it's triggering a global spiritual awakening. That's what the coronavirus has done and is doing and will continue to do. So just know that. But also, it is allowing that information and that higher light codes of the Ceres energy, that spiritual sun, to come in. Okay, so I'm just recapping everything over here, and we're in this beautiful cycle. We're in this cycle of change, and it's really all about, I was talking about this the other day, about Shambhala and how it is to awaken heaven on earth within us, and of course here in this reality. And the Sirian energy is very, very present right now, connected to the Ceres star. It is connected to this Lionsgate. So we have a couple of more people on. Pam is on, Lisa's on, Elizabeth is on. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a while, Elizabeth. It's good to see you. All right, so we are in a major, major paradigm shift, my friends. So this is where we're kind of feeling squeezed, right? I was talking about this the other day with a client. I think it was during a healing, either that or a channeling, I can't remember which. But like, just like a pimple, like I feel like we're almost like in this grinder, and all this stuff is just coming up and we're being squeezed here. So it's a little uncomfortable, but the archangels that were coming in, they want us to know that change is necessary, right? Change is good, but change can be painful. So we're being squeezed as we're bringing up all of this. And a lot of people are seeing their own self-worth. They're seeing their profound truths in all of this. Again, that's that wounded healer energy. And some of us are really afraid of change. Now, remember I was saying these planets are allowing us to have a little extra strength so we don't push away what we fear, right? They really want us to hunker down and move through it. Ride the wave. Ride this wave, because if you do not, you're just going to constantly repeat this cycle. Okay. Deep transformation can be uncomfortable. Hi, Pam, welcome. And this is what gives you great insights too, to really look at your pain and your trauma. So again, all of these beautiful, beautiful planets. Now, the first archangel that came forward was Archangel Michael. I'm sure everybody knows, but just in the event, somebody who is new to all of this, I channel and I work with the archangels. Archangel Michael was the first angel that came to me during my Great Awakening 10 years ago. But he does, I work hand in hand with him, as many of you also do. And he is stepping forward because of all of the fear and this change that we're clearing. We're going through this massive, what they were telling me, and I put on a couple of posts, an excavating process. We are completely excavating from like the phoenix, right? Just going through all of this muck and stuff and fear and pain and trauma. Sounds fun, right? All right, so, but you know, this is why he steps forward. He is that angel of protection, of courage and strength. And he's your go-to guy anytime you want to have assistance, if you're, you know, in pain or having issues, you know, moving forward through all of this. He gives you that, you know, that extra ease, I guess, you know, that extra comfort. Even though he's a very strong energy, he's a very loving energy. All right, now also he came in the first day, and it makes perfect sense. And then the next day, Archangel Ariel came in. And I love when Ariel comes in. I spoke about this at the beginning of the year, before the pandemic came about, that we were going through massive winds of change and direction. And so many of us were going to be going in different directions that we wouldn't even think of. And then, you know, a couple of months later, the pandemic hits us, and talk about all of the stuff and all of the directional changes that this has allowed us to go in. But her energy, she's associated with the lion. She's courage. And for those of you, I actually have 3 more candles of her left. I think 3 or 4. So just to tell you a little bit about that, she oversees the waters. Here we go with the water, the deep emotions, right? She is all about change, the winds of change. She governs all the animals, the elementals. She helps with the environment. She governs the 7th chakra, so that's another thing that's really interesting. And the 2 oils that I channeled into this candle was mango, and mango symbolizes earth, It symbolizes life. It's known as the king of all fruits. And then the other oil it has in there is passion fruit, which is connected to the energy of Christ. This is Archangel Rosemary. This is Archangel Ariel. She's just a beautiful, very courageous energy, but she's aligned, right? Here's a play on words, to the Lionsgate. So I have 3 more of those candles left. I don't have any more Archangel Michaels, but if you want to work with her and want these candles, just let me know. I'll mail it out to you. But with Archangel Michael, that power, that courage, and then the lion of Ariel and that courage to move forward. She's associated with the lion's gate. Now the lion's gate is when our earth and the Sirius star align. We're getting extra spiritual light, clarity, insight, blanketing our earth, and all of these codes of light that are coming into our bodies. And I've spoke about this I've been putting up all those posts with the 333 and the 1111s, the 222s. All right, Rosemary, I'll put one aside for you. They're all natural, by the way, and soy. So if you have allergies, you can actually, you'll be fine. They're Reiki infused. We're just talking about the candle, and you can actually put this on your skin, infuse your body with her essence. Okay. All right. So we have the Lionsgate. What I was saying, it's bringing in more of this spiritual life, light into our bodies, and this codes, and it's just incredible the amount of healing potential that we all have at this time. All right, Mindy, I'll put one aside. Excuse me 1 second. That's interesting. All right, and June too. So I'm losing my voice. So somebody on here is probably going through a lot of change and blockage in their throat chakra. So when we do this collectively, I pick up on that energy. So beautiful. All right, so that's good. I'll put those candles aside for you guys. All right, so we're going to have this, influx of these cosmic rays associated with all of these planets and this cosmic light coming in from the Sirian star. I mean, incredible. It's associated with it's going to be in Leo. So here we go. We have Ariel. She's the lion. And we have the Sirian energy. My friend Matt from Cali is on. Welcome. And it's big cat energy. Big cat energy, the Sirian beings. And Ariel associated with the lion. So here we are. We have this influx of this spiritual sun giving us this courage to move forward. We're receiving all of these Sirian codes of light, this DNA recalibration. And all of that is to have us expand in our light bodies. So take advantage of all of this. It is in full opening on August 8th. It starts to, like I said, typically open July 26th, but my galactic guides were saying that it's already open. It's been open for a couple of weeks now, with all this extra light coming in. It is a stargate. This stargate allows this cosmic energy to come down, and we integrate these codes of light into our bodies. And then therefore, what does that do? I talk about this all the time when we have these cellular shifts. I talk about the light body process all the time. Then we go through these physical ailments too, the ascension flus, the clearing. So Terry's saying her birthday is 8/8. Oh my God, wonderful. And happy early birthday to you. So extra reason for you, Terry, to celebrate. So yeah, these portals give you the opportunity to recreate yourself, right? Again, the truth of who you are. All the things that we thought who we were, all of our traumas, like all of that coming up with the spiritual clarity and insight leading up with this Lionsgate. We have Archangel Michael, pushing us through, making us feel protected and strong through this process. And we have Ariel assisting with this, the winds of change, bringing in that water element, the emotions, all of that. Now, the codes, I talk about this a lot too, how numbers, they hold codes of light, right? So this came up when I did the Mount Shasta channeling, and I think we did, there was the Palladians and the Lemurians I went into channel with, and they were talking about they have been sending us an influx of these numerical codes. So you guys, I'm sure, are seeing an influx of the 444s, the 1111s, all of this stuff. So the 333s, and maybe even other number sequences that are personal for you with the message. But collectively, we're all seeing an influx of these codes. Now, 8 is the number of infinite. It represents balance between heaven and earth. It represents being in the flow, right? Here we go, riding the wave, being in the flow. It's absolute trust, absolute trust. So yeah, Marissa's on. Hey girl, welcome for coming, and thank you for coming. And Angela is on, and Jennifer's saying, yeah, she's been seeing a ton of 222s, 333s. Makes sense. 222 is Mary Magdalene. She is helping us. I've been talking about this with trusting in the unknown, right? So as you're going through, and she's a warrior energy, and trusting in this process, as you're going through all of this, change and addressing your stuff and making decisions, and just going through, making these decisions strictly on your trust. She's giving you that extra power and that knowing that whatever is going on, that you're going to be okay. And 333 is the Christ consciousness. We're all have been being activated with the energies and the Christ consciousness codes of light. Self-discovery too. Let me go back to the 8s. Self-discovery with that. Just a beautiful energy. You have, the 8s are just a wonderful balanced energy. So I'm looking forward to that as we start doing, all of our work from here till, when the portal is fully open. Now it's going to August 12th, I think, is when it starts to, close. So think about 13. 13 is the number of transformation, right? So here we are, completion, integration. This is when the codes from series is going to be embedded basically into your light bodies. So that is just alone excites me. All right, so Archangel Michael was talking about this metamorphosis that you guys are all going through, this deep quantum change, where you're basically moving from one existence to another, right? So that's really what metamorphosis really is. It's like you're taking one state and you're changing into another. So you guys are going to be going through a lot of change right now. Try not to resist it. Whatever it is that you are moving through, whether it's physical pain, healing that, or trauma that's brought on by physical pain, or actually trauma that caused physical pain, because that's really usually a blockage in the body, or, abandonment, fear of, being alone, or, any type of loss that you've experienced in this life. Really move through it. Just don't push it away. You want to utilize all of this light that is coming in and all of this influence to really once and for all heal. Okay, so this is a time of unknown. I was saying, this is that Mary Magdalene energy, and just trust that you are safe. Just trust that you're safe. I wrote down here, healing is painful, but I will assure you, this has come up with a couple of healings, and with clients, and just talking with them in their sessions, that these healings, they're necessary. They're uncomfortable. Remember, I was saying that it's a little painful going through all of this, but I assure you, what happens is that when you really do the work and the healing work and the inner reflection and all of that, your blocks come up faster and release faster. So instead of staying in one trauma for a really long time and just repeating this cycle around and around, your stuff is going to come up. Your emotional blocks are going to come up faster for you to be healed. And this is literally a particular level in your light body when you make that transition into the emotional aspect, into the heart governing part of your light body. This is when all of those emotional blocks will come up fast. And by now, you typically are set up with a healer and a mentor like myself to help you navigate through all of this, and you're most likely, really able to see and address these issues that you're having and these challenges. Okay, so just stick with it, because I assure you it'll come up faster to be released and you can get on, to the next. All right, so another thing I wanted to mention is the praying mantis energy. So that is very present right now. So I'm sure probably some of you have been seeing the praying mantis around, and the praying mantis really represents quite a few things. They are God energy. They even look a little alien, right? So some people really believe that they are here from other places to really anchor in the galactic energy, and they are overseeing us and watching us. They are in the protected list, which of course makes sense. And they're just really interesting as hell to look at. If they were to stand upright, they literally look like an alien. But really, their energy is about stillness. So for some of you, if you've been moving a lot, and they come into your path and into your world, it might represent that you need to slow down, meditate, go within, go into that center. Okay. For others, it's all about truth and grace, right? They're graceful. Until they chew off the heads of their animals. I mean, not animals, they're the other insects. But it's really, I wrote down here, they are helping us during our times in this shift. Remember, grace and ease during this time in this shift, to help you go through those extremes where the mirror comes in. They're representing like us moving through, seeing the aspects of others where we can be experiencing heaven and strength and grace, and another person can be experiencing the extreme opposite. All right, so it's really about those other people going through pain, and you being in this place of grace and ease, maybe to help them, maybe to be a mirror of them, maybe not to be affected by whatever they're going through. Yeah, so Pam's saying the female eats the heads off of the male after mating. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. I do remember that. I'll leave that one alone. There's many jokes I could say about that right now. But it's really, they're the ambassador. Thank you for sharing that, Pam. They are the ambassador of the animal kingdom. And if you think about Ariel coming in, she's the ambassador, archangel of the animal kingdom. So this is very, very interesting, of course, how it all interconnects, right? Okay, now another thing that Archangel Michael and the Syrian energy kind of all flowing in together, we're talking about the diamonds, the diamond codes, what diamonds represent. They showed me this beautiful, in meditation when I was channeling them, putting the diamond energy around my body. And it's also bringing in the diamond codes, which I'm going to show you in a little bit. But Greeks looked at diamonds as a warrior, protection, clarity. It brings clarity too, right? You think if you look at a diamond, so here we go. It governs the seventh chakra. If you're going to work with a stone, you're going to work with this. So here we have now Ariel. She's the seventh chakra. We have in IET and other, I believe, IET. In other modalities, she might be governing something else. But it's uniting your body, your mind, and your spirit. This is that diamond frequency. And what they want you guys to do, if you need protection, to place this diamond around your body, because it will fill in the cracks of anything that is lower, anything that is like negative, what needs to be released, and it allows for this light to come in and basically transfer it over into this diamond light, right? So this was a beautiful message that they were sharing with me. It helps. I mean, some people actually will put like water and put the diamond in the water and drink that the next day. It governs the heart. So for those of us who are really working in this area, opening up our heart more, releasing pain, trauma, anything, yeah, Lisa's been saying the cosmic diamond. That's literally what they were showing me, is this, cosmic diamond placing around your energy field. Helps with stress, emotions, helps to release fears. So perfect alignment with everything that we are talking about today. It's a it literally purifies your system. It purifies and strengthens your organs. Okay, so Melissa is on, Gina is on. So you guys might want to just recap, go back to the beginning, because there was a ton of information that I was sharing prior to. But right now I'm talking about the diamond, how I got this vision from the Galactics and Archangel Michael to work with the diamond energy over your field. It will help to bring in more light into those areas that you're releasing. So if you're releasing, think about that. This happens in healings. We're releasing that density, that lower energy, and we're bringing more light into that. So it helps with depression, it helps with anxieties, it helps with addictions, it helps with stomach issues, it helps with cardiovascular issues. Remember I was saying about it governs the whole heart area too. So a great energy stone they wanted me to tell you about, to use. All right, so now I'm so excited because after they had showed me all that information to share with you guys, I started channeling, and I've been doing this, and like I was saying in the beginning, sharing these codes of light. For some people, I'll give them their own personal healing code of light through the light language, and really these light codes, just beautiful. It's light language, but it is through these light codes. So we have these energy patterns through these light codes coming in, which is sacred geometries, it is sound waves, it is light frequencies, and all of these things really are about creation. It is all of creation that is contained within these light codes or this light language. So I carry them from higher realms and I bring them down here for the people that I work with. And basically, I guess the best way, like when I do talk about light codes and I talk about light language, it's really that you want to bypass the logical mind. And it goes right to where the higher mind will receive the information. So when I've done channelings here and I have spoken this light language, people say, I don't understand it and I don't care, but it feels, it resonates. That's because it's familiar to you. It goes and it works with your higher mind, not with your lower mind. It goes into the subconscious. And what it does, it affords so many shifts at a quantum level to take place at a cellular level. Okay, so when I work with people and I do the DNA recalibration and I work with changing the cellular DNA in your body, because who I work with in these higher realms, it helps to activate grids within your body, your own personal ascension, for your own personal ascension journey. And they do a lot of things for a person, really quantum shifts within your cellular body. So with that, here is what I wanted to show all of you guys. This right here, for every single person that watches this video and sees this light code, you're going to receive exactly everything that your body needs at this time. You know, if you're going through a traumatic experience and you're clearing something, you have to understand with cellular regeneration, the brain basically is like a computer. You know, that has always been referred to as that, like the brain is a computer, and it's always giving the body this constant, you know, information and this feedback, which is going into all your organs, which is going into all of your cells, and it's basically going into every aspect of your body. And what it is doing, it is helping to, at the cellular level, release these traumas. Remember, I was talking about that diamond light coming in and filling up that space when you remove. So these codes will receive through your body when I show them to you. It's going to just activate, and whatever it is that you need, whatever light that needs to be filled up into those spaces for your own cellular regeneration, that will happen and that will take place. It's really, with these codes, is to bring your mind and your body and your spirit back into balance. All right, so this is the, you can heal really everything. You can heal your tissues, and you can heal your organs, you heal your cells through looking at these codes. Now remember, everybody who is watching now is meant to see this. It will do whatever it is your higher self knows what it's going to do. And of course, if you want your own personal channeled light codes for your own personal healing, you can reach out to me. And when I open back up at the end of August, we can set that up for you. I'll go into channel and bring forth these codes of light that you can look at. And I'm going to be utilizing these codes for my surgery, because it's all about cellular regeneration. So it's my honor to share these cellular regeneration light codes with you. So I'm just going to hold them up. You can take a screenshot, or I can screenshot it to you later for you to see in Messenger, so you can have and just get into that place in meditation, open body, open heart, and just receive these codes of light. Okay, so here I'm going to hold this up and just give you, make sure, here we go, you guys can see. So each one of these is a channeled symbol, light code, light language that is going to help with you at a quantum level. And remember, just go in full trust and full knowing, and this will be integrated into your body. It doesn't matter if it's backwards. I can put it up on Facebook too. So remember, it's just your body receiving it and just flowing with that. Receive these. And remember, everything is a mirror to you. So perfect that they are backwards and you're receiving them the way you're supposed to. But I'm glad you mentioned that. So that's perfect. So with that, my friends, a lot of shifts, a lot of things that you're moving through. Take advantage of all of this. Work with Ariel. Work with Archangel Michael. When I get another shipment in of Archangel Michael, I'll put that all out, because he's a really, really big one to work with. And it's got patchouli and lemon in it. It smells delicious. But all of them do. They're all so unique in their vibration. So if you're aligned to work with them, you will be. And yes, Regina, I will send them to you. You can print it out. And like I said, if you guys in the future, when I open up, if you want your own quantum codes, whatever really comes through, I have one right behind me. It's light code for balance. And at that time, I was really working on balancing everything in my life and grounding. And I'll move Here, actually, I'll bring this. So this is the one that I channeled for myself, and you can see bringing in the 4 and the balance. We have the Merkaba in the middle with the triangle, and the spiral representing, you know, all of creation, and each one has specific light codes in there. So absolutely beautiful. This one, what is for me? I just channeled this, but when, you know, if you're feeling called for me to go into channel and to see what your light code is and what the message is, it's really beautiful. I mean, it's, and I'm so excited that this is another new modality that I'm incorporating in the sessions that I'm doing. So yeah, thank you, Carrie. Thank you very much. All right, so with that, my friends, if there's anything else that I forget or have forgotten to share, I'll put up an additional, actually, okay, hold on. I know, we're almost done, I promise. They were talking about the Huna prayer. I started my own Huna prayer, which is a Hawaiian prayer out to the universe. I've been doing this in to help me align with my surgery, what I want to put forward into my future and bring in the rain of blessings. So I can definitely put an example of the Huna prayer up on my page, and it will absolutely help you through all of this massive change. So Regina is saying my surgery is Thursday. Yes, so this Thursday, the 23rd. Specifically chosen because 23 equals a 5, and it's all about change. So, and I'm going to be utilizing everything that I've shared here with you guys for my own healing process. And no doubt I will be looking and integrating. I've already been working on these codes and sharing, you know, integrating those codes into my body, but it is also for you guys too, okay? So I just wanted to share that with you. And I'll put that information up about the Huna prayer. It's a beautiful way to put out into your future of all the blessings that you want to be rained upon you. So absolutely. Thank you guys for holding me in prayer with my surgery. I really, truly am grateful to have all of you you know, hold that space for me while I'm going through this major transition. And I'm excited and of course nervous at the same time, but I know this is all about change and healing, that Chiron, the Sharon, and all of that. And thank you, LaDonna, for the light codes. Thank you for sharing. And I will see you guys all on the flip side. I will probably share some of my experiences of the surgery and all of that on Facebook, and anything else that comes up with messages from Spirit, I will totally share with you once I'm able to move my arms. All right, my friends, much love to you. Enjoy the ride the wave, and I will see you all on the flip side. All right, bye. Have a beautiful rest of the day. Thank you again for sending all the love and the prayers. All right. Namaste, friends. Bye.